Kimberly Bohon, and you are listening to Live Abnormal. Today we are looking at Acts chapter 11. I hope that you will read the entire chapter because it is powerful. I spoke to a couple of girls today about setting some goals, and I personally have one ultimate goal, is to see as many people as possible to live abnormal. Well, what does that exactly mean? To see their lives completely and radically change because they know the Jesus that I know. Am I able to do that? No. I am just merely a human that lives on a normal street in a normal neighborhood, and I put my pants on the exact same way as everyone else. But a few months ago, the Lord really convicted me of saying that I'm nothing because I have something totally different than a lot of people in this world, and that's what makes me abnormal. You see, I have the Spirit of God that lives inside of me, and that takes my nothing, humanness, who I am nothing, into something extraordinary. You see why? Because the Spirit of God that lives inside of me, well, He is extraordinary. He is able to change lives. You see, Acts chapter 11 said this. It said, when the hand of God was on them, a great number of people believed and turned to the Lord. Verse 21. And then in verse 24 it says, well, he was a good man, full of the Holy Spirit and faith, and a great number of people were brought to the Lord. Now, can Kim Bohon bring anyone to the Lord? No. But can the Spirit of God that lives inside of me bring people to the Lord? Absolutely. And that is what makes Christians and people that have the Spirit of God totally different. You see, we have to, as Christians and as people that have the Spirit of God living inside of us, awaken what we have inside of us. Stop saying we are nothing and we can't do anything. When you have the Spirit of God that lives inside of you, you can and you should be able to do amazing things, as they did in Luke chapter 11. I want to encourage you to do one of two things. Number one, awaken that Spirit inside of you and say, Lord, I am merely a human, but through you, I can touch and allow your Spirit to help touch people's lives around the world. And number two, if you don't have the Spirit of God living inside of you, I want to encourage you to ask the Lord to come into your life, because He will take your ordinary life and make it extraordinary. He will take your normal, mundane life and turn it into abnormal. And that is when we go from living normal to abnormal, when we have the Spirit of God living inside of us. Live abnormal, act style.